That sounds like divine extortion. Be gracious, or I won't be gracious. Love, or I won't. Now, if you're anything like me, you really don't like the image of God it produces because it shatters the ideas of freely given grace. So how are we supposed to pray for forgiveness? How do we pray the Lord's Prayer in full and live it out in our hearts? Praying your will be done is it puts Jesus at the center of our lives. Praying forgive us as we have forgiven others is to invite to form Christ in us. It's worth looking at the context surrounding Matthew's version of the Lord's Prayer. In Luke's Gospel, the disciples approached Jesus and asked him to pray. But Matthew frames this teaching on prayer in a sermon he delivers from the top of the hill. It's important to talk about what Jesus is doing when he's preaching from mountaintop, because to a Jew who were listening to Jesus, who were all Jews, teaching from a mountain recalls thunder and glory on that mountain. It signifies a giving of a new law. To us, children fought the law and the law won, or we can swap our favorite lawyer jokes with these. The giving of a law or red tape, more bureaucracy, oppression. However, for a teeming horde of runaway slaves sitting in the desert down to the this runaway slave nation had no idea how to them. Yahweh's law was nothing less than an introduction to their national identity. The law, the Torah, was Yahweh's signature on his people, how to love him. It's by exercising this love that Israel would tell the servant who. It's by the quality of their life together that the nations have a glimpse of heaven on earth. Now, the same thing happens when Jesus speaks to the crowds surrounding him on the mountain. He's giving this new people coming together in his name a new law. A new way of living together. The character of the Father. And so when Jesus teaches us to pray, he teaches us the language in Jesus comes near. This new language is cryptic language that transcends all cultures, all creeds. It's the love and reconciliation. Saying sorry is kind of a passive. But asking for forgiveness is such a part of all our lives. The new one will never say sorry again. However, saying sorry is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to asking for God's forgiveness. Because what follows of asking is the agony of reconciliation. Yes,